Welcome to Redefine Reality, where we trade raw stories that activate your soul to courageously lead you to a healthier, happier, more authentic, and magnetic you. I'm your host, Rita Pira, a Middle Eastern Christian woman that broke free and created a new reality. By defying the societal and cultural expectations that we were programmed to obey, you'll see and feel the magic of the universe as you allow your soul to play and lead the way. Despite the fear of judgment, failure, and even being seen, you'll take courageous action and manifest your wildest dreams. My intention is to inspire you to be free and do whatever you're lit up by and guided to get you to stop doubting and start believing in yourself and find your way to abundance and optimal health, to elevate your environment and reach and embody enlightenment, to release the guilt and shame and rewire your subconscious brain, to light a fire under your ass and get you out of your own way at last, moving you straight into action and mastering the law of attraction. My ultimate goal is for each episode to activate your soul, to trust your intuition and know that you are whole, so you can live your purpose and make an impact and shed all the layers of what's holding you back and dimming your light, because it's time that you rewrite your life story. Hello, babies. Welcome back to the Trading Raw Stories podcast. It's actually called Redefine Reality now, but it still feels like I'm trading raw stories. Anyway, I left that on the cover art too, because I knew I would fuck it up sometimes. So, hi, told you I'm back. See, I'm committed. I'm here. Let's do this. So last episode, which was the first episode of the new season 5, episode 1, was all about catching you up on where the fuck I've been since August. And it was all the things, like I've been nomadic, Burning Man, ayahuasca in Peru, Colombia, Costa Rica for the 4th time. Craziness. I'm having Frankie withdrawals, my little pupper. So I'm definitely going to make my way back to be with him for a little while and some family, and there's a certain someone I want to see. Anyway, so let's get to the meat and potatoes, as they say, of the things that I wanted to cover last episode that I did not get to, so we're doing a part 2. And I am sitting in my room in Bali. I'm in a villa that is way the fuck out in nature, and so you're going to hear a lot of noises. Let's take a listen. I don't know if that's picking up the sound, but there's like crickets and all the things. Anyway, so today we're going to talk about the whole thing that I realized is that you're not stuck or blocked. There's a gap. Let me explain. Energy. Everything's energy, right? Everything. You, whatever you're sitting on, your thoughts, what you're eating, what you're drinking, everything, literally everything is energy. Okay. So if you have energy in your body flowing, but then there's stuck energy, as they say, right? It's not getting to the other side. Therefore, there's a gap between where that energy is and where it's trying to go. And that's why I don't feel that it's stuck or blocked and you need to clear it or whatever, release it, because there's nothing really to release. It's more so making peace with something or making sense of something, or like I say, bridging the gap with information allows the energy to continue to flow. So I guess like you could say release, but it's not being held back. It's just there's no bridge for it to cross. There's no connection for it to move through. So you want to build the connection, build the bridge. Got me? So it's not let it stuck. You're stuck. You're blocked. Okay, sure. I guess it still makes sense, and that's just what we're used to saying, but think about it as a gap, okay? And you want to bridge that gap. So say it's something that you don't believe is actually possible for you, but you're on one side of it and you're like, this is where I am right now, and I see myself. I really see it. I have this vision. This is what I desire. This is what I dream of. And you could see it so clearly, but you just don't know how to get there, or you're overwhelmed by all the steps. And so you don't take any action. But the reality is that you have limiting beliefs. You have thoughts that you have had on repeat that are reinforcing the behavior of inaction. So you're not taking action toward the thing that you want that would get you to cross that bridge because you don't actually believe that it's possible. Energy isn't flowing because you are not in alignment in various areas. There are energy gaps. It can be anything from you not being in integrity with yourself, with your word, or not expressing yourself honestly, to something like you don't believe something's possible for you, so you don't even try, or you try, but you expect it to not work out. I don't think you're stuck or you're blocked. I think we just have to bridge you energetically from where you are and what you believe to where you want to be. And with my clients, I've come to notice a pattern that it's usually just a piece of information that I bring to their awareness that just clicks and lands, and that bridge is created for them to go to the other side. And then they look back and go, what the fuck was I even thinking or doing? I can't believe I was actually stuck, right? So I'll give you an example. There's something that you want to do, like start a coaching business or a podcast or a YouTube channel, but you've already decided and made it true that you can't yet because insert excuse to stay exactly where you are for a longer period of time here. So while you go and become a student again by signing up for something else, another certificate, another program, or another coach or something, instead of starting, here's the truth pill that hopefully you can swallow. You are actually ready. You're just fucking scared. And what are you scared of? People talking shit? Are you scared of failing? Are you scared of succeeding? Are you scared of doing or saying something wrong, embarrassing yourself, getting rejected? Are you afraid of change? Or maybe just because you don't know what's on the other side and you're freaking out. Here's a news flash, honey, of what's on the other side. It's literally every goddamn thing that you want and then some. I'm not even kidding you. It's everything. Everything. It's everything. All the things. And by the way, you can actually learn more when you start. Clarity comes from action. It comes in like a fucking flood as you go on. Shit feels good or it doesn't. So you try it on. You're like, nope, that's not it. And then try something else. Nope, that's not it. Try something else. Yeah, that feels good. Oh, this. If you notice my podcast, how it's evolved, even the cover art, go back and look at what it looked like, the very first freaking cover art. You will laugh, okay? And it's just I just had to start because there's no way I could have thought myself all the way to where I am right now. There's no way. It had to happen by doing. Okay? So that's the whole thing. Is if you don't know something, you don't have the clarity, you can't choose, you're stuck or whatever, it's not that you're stuck. It's you can't see yourself. There's a gap there. So bridge that gap. What's in the gap? Figuring that out is my magic. And then we get you across. Let's just do it. Okay? Easy. Anyway, so with my podcast, I was saying, and my coaching and all that, I didn't know what to call it or what to talk about on it and all these things. I was so stuck. I was torn between 5 different cover art photos and was asking everyone and their mother to choose one and help me and vote and all that. And that's basically giving my power away, by the way, and confusing and overwhelming myself even more. So don't even bother asking for other people's opinions, because why the fuck would they know better than you? It's not unless you're asking someone who's a coach or who's an expert or whatever in the field or whatever it is that you're asking them about. But if it's just a friend or family member or random ass people to pick their favorite, why? Unless it's the people that would be your ideal clients or whatever in the market that you're speaking to. You can ask their opinion. That makes sense. But not just friends and family and let them choose and confuse you and overwhelm you and give away your power. That makes no sense. So if there's something that you desire, but you don't actually believe you can have it or that you deserve it or that it's even possible, it simply will not manifest. Why would it? Like, the universe isn't here to prove you wrong. It's here to give you what you want. But if you don't tell it what you want and be pretty specific about it and actually prime yourself and get ready to receive it, instead of spin yourself in loops and loops of self-doubt and fear paralysis, then the universe is like sitting back going like, I don't know what the fuck you want. Like, I don't know what you want. You want this? And gives you something. You're like, no, that's not it, But I'm sure you think that you have a good grasp on what manifestation is and how it works, but are you actually showing up in alignment with what you desire? Like, are you vibrating at the highest possible frequency that is a vibrational match to the thing that you're wanting to manifest? Are you even ready to receive it? Think about that for a second. And that's what we're actually going to get into right now. Let's get into it. Your vibration is made up of what you consume and believe is possible for you. We're going to talk about food, water, thoughts, things, emotions, people, your environment, you. All of that is energy. So food as fuel and as medicine. You want to avoid fake food. You want to up-level your water. You want to have clean supplements. And in the masterclass that I'm teaching, it's called Be Courageous and Confident as Fuck to Manifest Your Dreams. And it's where we're going to be bridging the energy gaps between where you are and where you want to be so you can actually manifest the reality that you desire in 2023. And we're going to do that by diving really deep into the topics that I'm talking about today. So I'm just going to scratch the surface. Otherwise, this would turn into a much longer episode. And yeah, we're not doing that. So I'm going to just touch on all the things. And if you want to learn more and dive deeper into these different topics to raise your vibration, to get into alignment, to have a higher frequency that becomes a vibrational match to things that you desire, then definitely come and hang out. We're going to go 90 minutes or as long as we need to. So I'll hopefully see you there. So let's talk about water. The most annoying thing that pisses me off about water is all the contaminants and all the bullshit and the fluoride that they put in the water. Why do they do this? Well, it is ultimately calcifying your pineal gland. There was actually a British, it was like a scientist or somebody that discovered like 50 years after they started putting the fluoride in the water, they were like, hey, this fluoride is causing strikingly high levels in the pineal gland. This is not okay. But what does the pineal gland do? Why is this important? The calcification of your pineal gland is basically causing it to become underactive. It causes early puberty, heightened risk for breast cancer, creates stress, Alzheimer's. You're going to have problems sleeping. And then guess what? If you have problems sleeping, what do you need? You need sleeping pills. It's all like to fuck you up to take pills, like everything. The food system, you're eating this, you're eating that, you're drinking this, you're drinking that. None of it is nourishing. It's all toxic. It's poisoning you. It's dimming your light. It's lowering your vibrational frequency. It's making you literally miserable. And you don't know how good you can fucking feel, especially when you are calcifying your pineal gland with all the fluoride in the water that you're drinking. It's in your toothpaste. It's in everything. And so it's creating a thick shell around the pineal gland, and that is blocking it from working. And the pineal gland is actually your third eye. So when it's closed, it leads you to confusion, cynicism. You have a lack of purpose. When it's open, your clarity is on another level. Your imagination, your intuition, your connection to the universe. It's the thing that connects you to your soul, to your like inner being, the manifestation magic in the world, like all of that. It's fucking blocking you. That's what it's doing. So if you clean up the water you drink and you clean up the food that you put in your body, you will naturally raise your vibrational frequency so fucking high that your mind becomes clearer, you feel confident, you feel happier, you're sleeping better, your energy levels are out like just amazing. You're not tired at 2 p.m. You don't need fucking coffee. Like everything changes, everything. And it all starts with what you put in, on, and around around your body. And this is what I'm going to talk about in the masterclass. This is the first and the main pillar, because this is what changed my fucking life. Mineral water is great. Spring water is great. Just stay away from bottled water, dude, because especially the way that bottled water travels in these trucks, and they leave the water out on the road or whatever and sitting in this heat, and you know what's happening? All the chemicals in the plastic are leaching into your water. Oh, did you hear that little guy? Little gecko on my ceiling. Anyway, so not just the chemicals leaching into the water, there's already contaminants in the water as it is. So back when I was in college, I did a study, or I did a research. It was like 30 pages on bottled water in the world. And I learned that the water that was tested in bottles actually turned out to be more contaminated than the tap water it was tested against. They even found fecal matter in the water. Do you know what that is? It's literally poop. Okay. There's more that I can speak to about this, but I will leave that for the masterclass. I will say, though, that when I went nomadic, I bought a bottle that had a built-in filter that was like alkalizing the water. So I'd recommend doing something like that, so that wherever you fill up your water, it's actually filtering it as much as possible. I have a Kangen, I don't know how you want to call it, but I have one of those. I have the K8. And yeah, it wasn't cheap, but I just slapped that shit on a credit card. They also do like monthly payments. So there's no excuse, honestly. Like every time now I drink water that is not that, I'm like, I taste it, I smell it. I'm like, wow, it's insane how clean that water is. So if you want to explore that with me, shoot me an email. Put the subject line Kangen, Kangen, and we can chat about it. We can taco about it. Speaking of tacos, let's taco about food. So you want to flood your body with actual, real, human food. Vegetables, fruits, nuts, seeds. Like, put in what is meant for your vessel to function optimally. Like, all the shit that you're eating that's not healthy, like anything in a package or a box or a bag with a list of ingredients, it's processed. Whether it's vegan or not, I don't give a shit. You could be vegan and unhealthy as fuck. Like, you are putting things that are not natural in your body. And people go, oh, it's okay, everything with moderation. Really? Would you take your car to a gas station and order some maple syrup for it instead of actual gas or water? Would you put water in it instead of gas? Would it function? Would it work optimally and efficiently, or would it fuck up over time? Would something bad happen to it eventually? That's the thing with everything in moderation. It's slowly building up. You can't see what's happening to you on a cellular level until one day, boom, you're diagnosed with some shit, and then you want to do something about it. Like, don't wait for that day. Do something now. Stop building up the momentum to disease and start reversing whatever is happening in your body by nourishing it, by putting in fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, getting tested to find out what your body is allergic to. Do you know your blood type? Do you know your food allergies and sensitivities? Do you know what makes you feel bloated and gassy? Are you using the bathroom regularly? And by regularly, I mean like twice a day. And are you freaking feeling good? Are you eating late at night and going to sleep with a heavy stomach? And we're going to talk about that and more in the masterclass. I'm going to dive into food combining laws. Like, for example, did you know that you're not supposed to eat fruit with anything else? And you're supposed to eat it on an empty stomach first thing in the morning, or your first meal, technically. The complete digestion of food takes about 24 to 72 hours, depending on the amount of food, the types of food that you've eaten. The different factors that determine the digestion are based on like your individual health, your body, your metabolism, your age, and everything. But also, if you look at different foods like nuts and seeds and granola and things like that, that could take like 60 minutes or whatnot. But then if you're having a smoothie bowl, so you're mixing the fruit and maybe vegetables as well, along with granola or whatever is in your smoothie bowl, then it's going to be taking a longer time for you to process and digest. Your body's like, yo, this is a lot of shit to figure out. The fruit is like, yo, I want to be out in like 20. And then the granola's like, nah, bitch, stick around for a while. And then it ends up like fermenting in your body. So that's what's happening. Each thing you're consuming takes different time to process and digest in your body. So when you're mixing certain things, it's also creating chemical reactions. Your whole body's a freaking chemical reaction nonstop. So, and the chemicals you're eating in your food, it's literally fucking with the brain chemicals. And that's why ADHD and autism and all this stuff, like they started kids young in schools. And when I was a teacher and I was teaching 5th grade, it would just like fucking irk me seeing their lunch trays and what was on it and shit, because all the chemicals in the food that they're eating starting that young, it's fucking with their brain chemicals and like getting them to be addicted to these flavors and addicted to these chemicals. And so they could eat like a strawberry and be like, man, that doesn't taste it. I didn't taste anything, because it literally fucked up their tongue, their taste buds. And I'm going to teach you things in the masterclass like tongue scraping and detoxing and things like that. So, and I could eat a strawberry and I'm like, this is crack, because my taste buds are on another level. Since 2010, I've been eating mostly raw vegan, healthier ingredients, actual like real plant food. Nourish your body, stay away from chemicals, stay away from shit that's in a box, in a bag, and whatever. Like, put things that are natural, found in nature, and your body will thank you. It will thrive. And when that happens, your brain, your mind clarity, things get so much better. You become happier, more energized. Magic starts happening. Honestly, like truly, you lose weight. It just melts away. Your skin glows. You feel happier. Like, oh, I wish I could just get you to feel it for like one day. You'd be like, oh my God, I'm never going back. I have a friend in New York. He went to Costa Rica for 2 weeks. It was a plant-based retreat there. And he comes back and he goes, Rita, I've been vegan for 2 weeks now. And he's like, I had no idea how good I could feel, because the way he was feeling was so normal to him that he thought that that's just life. That's just how you feel. But then once he basically took the fountain of youth medicine, he was like renewed, recharged, and felt alive. Okay? In 2 weeks. So what does that tell you? And he was like 45 at the time. So if you're curious and you want to learn how to eat healthier, you want to go more raw or more vegan or whatever, you don't know how to cook or you don't know where to get started, we can work together. I can support you on that journey. Or you can do what I do and just order from Sakara. It's organic, non-GMO, vegan, gluten-free, all the things, super healthy, super delicious, delivered to your door. And yeah, it's not cheap, but I do have a code for you if you want. I'll link it in the show notes. It's XORITA, and you get 20% or 25%, I forgot, off of your whole purchase, your first order. So yeah, do that. Give it a shot. Take it, try it, and just nourish your body. You deserve it. And it'll save you so much time and energy. Just open your fridge and it's there. Gosh, I can't tell you how convenient, how amazing it is. It's like having your own personal chef. Like, oh, I don't have to go grocery shopping or prepare things or cooking part. Like, that all takes so much time. Don't get me wrong. I love it. It's therapeutic. It's amazing. But it takes so much time, especially when you're making something really delicious and elaborate. Like sometimes I'll throw down and want to make a whole feast, and then I'm like, oh, I wasted my whole day cooking. That's great. So this just really saved me so much time and money and energy. And even here while I'm in Bali, I'm not cooking. Like normally when I go on vacation, I'm not on vacation right now. I'm actually living here since October. But when I go to an Airbnb or whatever, I get groceries. I stock the fridge. I cook. I prepare my meals. I don't trust outside restaurants. But here in Bali, everything is so healthy-ish, vegan, friendly, everything. Like, especially this place, Alchemy, I would rather just go and be nourished by them than spend my time trying to shop and cook and all the things. So I've not cooked here at all, not one time. I've not cooked in so long. It's crazy. And when I went nomadic, I packed up all my Purium stuff. I don't know if you know about Purium. They're like the only company I trust. It's got all the organic, non-GMO, super clean, no chemicals, no fillers, no nothing, no bullshit. I've been using them since 2016, and they even have like cleanses. So if you want to start a cleanse, you want to do a detox to like reset your whole system, reset your body, this is the way to start. Especially if you're somebody that likes to work out and you want something really clean and nourishing that doesn't have any fillers or chemicals or bullshit in it. They have a product called Can't Beat This, and oh my God, it's delicious. It's such a pretty color. and it's really energizing and nourishing. It's from beets, and you just have to try it. Anyway, so I do have a code for you as well. If you want it, you get $50 off your whole order. So the code for that should be XORita as well. Nourishing your body should be your number one priority. It should be what you spend your money on, honestly. Like, I just don't know what else matters more than how you feel and your actual health. Really take inventory of what you are spending your money on. And if you do invest in your health, wealth comes to follow very quickly after. And I can honestly say this, that once you recognize that when you are nourishing your body, how different you will feel. You will start showing up differently. You will start living your life differently. You will just transform. It starts with what you put in, on, and around your body. I promise you that. I'm living proof of this. You want to start crowding the bad things out. So putting the good things in, you start craving less and less of the bad shit. And then before you know it, you don't even want it anymore. Okay? That's how it works. All right, so enough of that. Let's move on to the next topic. The next thing I wanted to tell you about is what goes on your body is just as important as what goes in. Remember the chemicals that I was telling you about that you were eating? You're putting those on your body too. But what goes on is just as important because your skin is your largest organ. So everything that's going on your body is going straight into your bloodstream. Okay? So if you're putting all these chemicals on your body, it's like you're eating them. It's the same thing. It's affecting you. It's impacting you. And all these different colorings and everything that's in the food and the marketing and all that, it's designed to get you to want it. But you should stay so far away from all that shit. Start looking at the ingredient labels, like flip your package of whatever the fuck you're using, lotion, hair, shampoo, conditioner, whatever you're using, or food. Look at everything and flip it. And I guarantee you, 9 times out of 10, you'll find propylene glycol in something. And if you Google that, and this is funny because when I was a teacher, I used to have my students like flip over their snacks that they would bring them and then have them Google them and be like, Miss Pira, what is this? Why is this in our food? I'm like, great question, kiddo. So look up propylene glycol. You're going to be like, why is this in my food? For real. It's used to run an RV. So why is it in your food? And then your supplements are also not safe from bullshit. They put gelatin, they put maltodextrin, all sorts of chemicals and colorings and all these things. Why, bro? Why? Like, can we not win at all? God, thank God I met this dude, Adam, from Clubhouse. I learned about his company, Autumn DNA, where you get customized vitamins for your unique body. So you don't have to guess what you need or anything like that. And so I hit him up and I was like, yo, if I send you in my spit, my DNA, and I get these customized vitamins from you, like, you're not using my DNA for shit, right? 'Cause I didn't even fuck with 23andMe. Fuck that, right? He's like, no, fuck no. Like, what are you talking about? Ultimately, I sent that in. I got this like package with a cute dispenser, and it gives me my morning vitamins, my evening vitamins, and it's all organized based on what my body needs. So I don't have to guess, like, do I need vitamin C? How much? Do I need this? How much? Should I take this? How much? People tell me I need this and this and this. And then my whole cabinet is filled with fucking vitamin bottles, and then I don't know what to take when, and then they expire and I forget about them or whatever. And so this is just so much easier, and oh my God, it's like such a game changer for me. And of course, by the way, I have a code for you if you want to get in on that action and save yourself from having to figure out what vitamins to take. It's important because you could be deficient in one nutrient and it can cause a range of illnesses. So being able to take what you need and completely nourish and nurture your body in this way, I think it's so powerful to avoid getting sick. It's so easy. You literally spit into this tube and you send it in and you do this lifestyle quiz, and then he sends you this whole customized kit of what you need that month according to your body's like requirements and lifestyle and everything. And you even get a full on lab report. It's fucking dope. So you can go to tryautumn.com and use code XORita. You'll get like $70 off of your original kit that you order, the DNA kit, or you can get, I think, 50% off of your subscription. I'm not sure what the promo is right now, if I'm being honest, but you will get a fat ass discount using my code. And the other thing is too, you'll realize that you spend less money doing this, because instead of buying a bottle of like vitamin C for like $30 if you're $40 if you're getting a good one, or like probiotics are like $70, like you are going to be paying 60, I think, a month, and you get everything your body needs, and morning and evening. Like, what do you mean? No brainer. Duh. Okay, so we've talked about your food, your water, your supplements, all that. And now what I want to talk to you about is your environment. You want to elevate your environment. So what I'm sharing with you right now is like how everything is energy, and to bridge your mind, your body, and your soul gaps to be one, right? So the food is huge. What goes on your body is huge. And now your environment is a big factor as well. So what I mean by environment is people, information, nature. Like, what is your environment consisting of? Is it negative information are you consuming all the time? Like, are you watching the news and it's just flooding your whole experience with garbage that's making you sad and depressed and just blah? Why? Why are you watching that? Why are you listening to that? It's not helpful. Okay? And then are you watching scary movies, scary TV? Like, oh my God, I could tell you a story. Like, I went to visit Chicago, where my family's at, and my friend that I've known since I was literally not even born, our moms were pregnant with us at the same time. And she was like, oh, let's go watch Candyman. And I'm like, what? That's a scary movie? I used to like scary movies, all that stuff, but then I started to not want negative energy. And this is as I was raising my vibration. I'm just not attracted to that anymore, see? So I was like, fine, okay, we can go. And I go. I shit you not. I wasn't scared at all. But the energy of the movie, the music, the ominous music, the low frequency music, and the energy of it was so dark and gruesome and icky and whatever, that I was vibrating. Even people in your environment, like, are they full of negativity? Are they a scarcity mindset? Are they always complaining? Are they bringing you down? Are they a drain on your energy? Right? So the information you're consuming from them, from TV, from whatever, like, what are you consuming? What is your environment like? Does your home make you feel good, or do you are you like, I cannot wait to get the fuck out of the house. When I wake up in the morning, I need to get the fuck out. For me, it was hard to leave my house because I created it to feel so good and nurturing that I never wanted to leave my house. Like, decorate it, move things around, buy a couple things to make it feel really good. Bring yourself some candles, bring yourself flowers. I used to buy myself flowers every Sunday. I would get groceries, I'd bring myself flowers as well. Create a designated space that is your meditation space, your journaling space. You just sit and relax and get away from technology with a journal and a cup of tea or something, and it's just away from everything and everyone, where you get to just be alone with yourself and your thoughts and process emotions, cry your eyes out, scream into a pillow, jump up and down and dance like a psycho. Like, this is powerful shit, okay? And the thing with environment that's so important is that you are changing routines. You are creating new experiences. New people are coming into your flow that you wouldn't otherwise cross paths with, right? So you have new neighbors, you have new people in your building, you have a whole new pattern, a whole new routine, a whole new situation that attracts different energy into your experience. It's not the same old, same old, same old. You're going to a different grocery store. You're going to a different gym or whatever. If you move to a different area, different neighborhood, different city, different town, different state, different country, whatever, you're creating a whole new experience rather than staying the same where it's comfortable, safe, easy. Like, packing and moving, yeah, you're going to be like, oh my God, Rita, who wants to pack and move? But honestly, it's so fun. And you only think it's daunting because society thinks it's daunting. Oh, packing, oh, moving, oh. Like, I have moved seriously every year for the last decade or so of my life, and it's fun, it's exciting. I transmute that energy of like bleh to yay, oh my God, this is moving, like it's up to you. It's your own perspective. It's your own mindset. You can either make it fun and exciting, or you can look at it as a daunting task. It's so fun because you get to purge and let go of things that you didn't even realize you still had. Like when I was packing this last time to go nomadic, and I had up leveled my bouginess, if you will, right? I'm going to talk about this in the masterclass about like how you go from affording one thing to raising your baseline of what is possible for you, of what you can afford, of what you think you're worthy of. Like I'll tell you a story about one of my clients that went from scarcity mindset to fucking buying a house and a luxury vacation, coming to my retreat, booking different coaching programs and acting programs and everything when they had the like craziest scarcity mindset ever. And it's so wild because they didn't make a single penny more. Didn't make a single penny more than they were making. And everything shifted like real quick in my group coaching. But the thing is that it's just you raising your baseline. So when I raised my baseline while I was living in this new luxury apartment, floor to ceiling windows, I manifested all that. And I started buying clothes that matched that level of abundance. And so when I went packing to go nomadic and put everything in storage, I was like getting rid of things and whatnot. And I saw myself like looking at stuff that I brought from New York. I moved from New York in 2019 to Chicago briefly for 5 months and then to California. So I brought stuff from New York to California that I didn't touch, I didn't look at, I didn't use, nothing, but I was like holding on to it. I didn't want to release it. Now the stuck energy, the energy that was not flowing, that stuff that I had was just sitting there. The energy was just sitting there from New York in my apartment. Like I brought it with me and I never wore it. And so very easily at this point, for some reason, it was hard for me to let go of these things. But at this point, it was so easy. I was just like, ew, why do I have this? I would never wear this. This is not me at all. Like that version of me is not here. And this Rita would never wear these things, these shoes, these shorts, these whatever. Right? So you get to up level your environment. You get to up level your abundance. You get to up level your self-worth. You get to up level every aspect of your body, what you put in your body, what you put on your body, what you keep around your body, what you do every day with your body, how you show up and where you go, the experiences you have, the level of luxury you allow yourself to, that you believe you deserve or are worthy of or is possible for you. Like I mentioned, my client who skipped like a million levels of abundance within like 6 months. They came to my retreat in Hollywood Hills and we had this mansion and they were telling me like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. This is not real. This can't be real. Like they never in their lives had their physical being be in that level of luxury. And so it rattled their nervous system and they're like, I don't know how to be with this. This is not for me. This is for rich people or this is whatever. It's not possible for me. And then we worked on some mindset stuff and it was like, wait, why not? So now their mindset went from it's not possible for me to why the fuck not is it possible for me? Like huge shifts. See, so not only is moving a huge thing because you get to purge things and see how far you've come and who you are now and who you were before and get to find things that you forgot you even had and notice like, I don't need this. I don't want this. Why am I holding on to this? And releasing the energy. And then the other aspect of what I just shared that is so powerful to take away is when you change your environment, when you take risks, when you do something that's out of the normal, ordinary flow, you introduce your body to new experiences and then it signals to your brain new messages, new information, then it starts to absorb it. Like this is why I don't like just affirmations. Like I am this. Your brain's like, yeah, right, bitch. No, you're not. Shut up. And then if you actually say the affirmations, but while you're in an experience that is new and you're feeling it and you're like telling your brain, wow, this is amazing. This is possible for me because you're actually seeing it. You're actually experiencing it. So you're actually believing it. It's hardwiring versus you looking in the mirror and telling yourself, I am this, I am that. Okay, you get it? You feel me? It has to be created in the body. It has to feel the experience to match the message, whatever you're trying to rewire to convince your brain. You have to actually experience it and see it and feel it and touch it and smell it and taste it. And your environment is so much more important than I've already shared, especially if you're in a relationship that doesn't feel good and it doesn't nourish your soul. It doesn't make you feel higher, lighter, happier, more energized. If it's not nurturing you, then that gets to be removed as well.
And when you remove that relationship or remove yourself from that environment, because a relationship is an environment. I strongly believe this. When I was in this relationship in 2020, when the pandemic first hit, I was feeling myself, my soul just was suffering. And I tried to stay and make it work. And I decided to listen to my soul. It was like, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. It's like I knew that the pandemic was going to be more than 2 weeks, like they were saying. And I didn't want to be stuck there with him because my light was dimmed. And so I started to look for a place. And instead of finding something cheap, and that was, just because I was, say, for example, worried that I'd lose my job or something like that because of everything that was going on, the uncertainty. It was more logical for me to stay with him, safer, smarter, all of that. But I pulled the trigger on it. I found an apartment. It was a luxury place because I wanted myself, my soul, my energy to be elevated, to vibrate higher, to feel good where I was at, especially if we're about to be locked down. Like, what? I want to be in a space that feels really good. So I invested in my apartment being something that nurtured and nourished my vessel so that my soul could thrive. And then I joined a coaching program. Even though it's $3,000 during a pandemic, I could be losing my job. Oh my God, I invested in myself. And that raised my vibration. It got me completely up leveled, like instantly. Instead of being sad and mourning a relationship and mourning my situation, I was like, let's go. Let's fucking go. We're doing this. And I started my podcast, and everything just opened up for me the second I left that environment. And I put myself in a situation that elevated me. And then shortly after that, I ended up moving to another apartment that was even more epic, that had floor to ceiling windows, and I manifested it. I swear I manifested it. This was something I dreamt about. And I was sitting in my apartment on my couch looking up out the small windows that I had, and I was like, picturing it, feeling it, like, big, massive floor to ceiling windows, the sun just beaming, lighting up my entire place. I hate artificial light. I just wanted natural light so badly. And this apartment that I found turned out to not have any natural light at all. So that was like dreading that. But I had a big giant bathtub. I was in the bubble bath every night. I really was taking care of myself and loving myself and dancing around and this and that. So if you go back to my posts from 2020, you'll see who I was, where I was, how I was. That was me healing. And now look at me, right? So making these small decisions that elevated my environment, elevated my soul, elevated who I was being, how I was showing up. And this is huge. It is a big factor of your vibration, your frequency, what you attract, how you feel about yourself and your life. So please take notice of your environment. If whatever is not feeling good, remove it. Whether it's a person, and yes, I say it, and I'm not saying it lightly either. I know it's hard. I was there. Okay, I've left a situation that was really hard multiple times, and I just helped my client do the same thing. She just ended a freaking marriage that was, she was with him for 12 years. Okay, so we got this. We can do this. We don't get to stay somewhere because it's familiar and feels safe. We get to leave because everything on the other side of it is exactly what you are wanting, what you deserve, what you desire, and you don't even know. It's like so dope. Like, go, go, go. Stop being scared. Don't be worried about what's on the other side. Be excited about it. Transmute that fear into excitement. Have faith. It's all going to work out. Everything is perfect and happening for you. Get the fuck out the way. Okay, so there are a few other things that I want to share with you that will help you to elevate your vibration, raise your frequency, bridge the gap between your mind, your body, and your soul so that you are connected, you are vibrant, you are bridging these gaps. Okay, so there's no stuck energy, it's flowing, you're feeling good, you're looking good, everything's good, you're vibrating high. So what else you could do? Make sure that you are doing something that you love every day. Do something that brings you joy every day. Be a little kid. Go coloring, go swinging at the park, leave your phone, go outside and play in nature, bring a notebook, go to have a picnic by yourself, bring a book with you, soak up the sun, just be outside. Be outside, okay? And then you can also do something that you are really scared of doing. Doing the thing that you're passionate about, doing the thing that you know your soul is called to do, taking one step toward it, working toward your passion. This lights you up. This brings you to a state of purpose, of meaning, and this brings you joy. This elevates your energy, your frequency, okay? It gives you meaning, it gives you purpose, doing something meaningful, doing something you love, giving back, going to donate your time, or something that makes you feel like you're being in service, okay? And then the other thing is watch your language patterns. I call these gray areas, the words like kinda, maybe, I don't know, try. If you could do anything in 2023 is remove the word try from your vocabulary. Seriously, just stop the word try. Either do or don't. You are or you're not. Yes or no. Period. Get out of the gray area in 2023 and watch your life just seriously transform. Become aware of your language because it is attracting what you think you don't even realize it. Like you're saying things, you don't even realize you're saying them. You are speaking them into existence. Your words are that powerful. It is fucking crazy, but it's so true. Trust me. And that's it. So I got to conclude this. I got to end this now before it gets too long. I'm getting really good about staying on track and being organized, huh? I fucking love it. Woo woo. Okay. So basically, I notice I say basically a lot. It's really funny. So bridging the gaps, you're not manifesting what you want because you aren't in alignment in various areas. There are energy gaps. Bridging the energy gaps is done very easily by realizing where you are and where you want to be and noticing what is in the space between that is keeping you from having the energy flow to the other side. Usually it's a thought or a belief about something that it just doesn't allow you to move in a certain direction. It's a perception of something you perceive to be impossible, or you perceive to be something that's just not realistic or possible for you, or something about it not being possible for you. Then there's also assumptions. So you're assuming things, you are making things up, and you just to keep yourself where you are, or something crazy or traumatic happened to you and you made it mean something else, and it's so traumatizing that you're literally frozen in fear or paralysis. So these are all things that I could help you like dig into and figure out. It's as easy as me hearing your story, and I get to fill in these gaps for you. I get to show you the perspective. I get to show you the assumption. I get to show you the meaning you made of something. And as soon as we pinpoint it to what it is, you're going to be like, "Oh my God, what? That's it?" And then it's fixed. It's literally fixed. The gap is bridged and you're on the other side. It's so fucking epic. It really works fast. And guess what else? I found out about this program called Rapid Resolution Therapy, RRT, and I enrolled in it immediately because I was like, this is what I already do with my clients. So I wanted to see what it was, and it is exactly what I already do. And so now I'm putting a name to it, and I realized that it is actually a really legit technique that's been used to heal people. Like I witnessed a guy who was a first responder in 9/11, and he was feeling guilty about not having done more, not having done his job, not having saved, people and whatever. And he's alive and he feels guilty about that. So all this stuff, he's made up all this meaning and he's carrying it with him and he's punishing himself and he's having physical reactions. He can't sleep and all these different things. And so he was partaking in this rapid resolution therapy, and it got like literally healed within the first session. That just completely different because we like, I'm saying we because this is what I do, but the doctor that worked with him, he created this therapy, which is what I've been doing and didn't even realize it's a therapy. So he reframed what happened. He made him start to understand and see that, hey, actually, I did do my job and there was nothing more that I could do. And it did work out for me. I am alive. I wasn't supposed to go into that building and die. That wasn't part of the job. So he made it mean something else that his brain understood and received and accepted as truth. And so now he's not punishing himself. He's not feeling guilty. He's not feeling the way he was feeling before. And so all his physical symptoms are gone too. And this doctor also told a story about when he was a kid. He shared that he went home and had this basketball rim hanging above the garage, and his dad had parked in the driveway, and he's like, why is my dad parked in my driveway of my basketball court? So he gets in the car and he pulls the car out onto the driveway, and then his dad comes out after him and like beats him black and blue. And he's telling this story with like no emotion. He's just telling it because it's like he's recalling state facts and from the events, and he's just saying it. And so he's not like getting all worked up and emotional and like as if it's happening right then and there. Because the nervous system, when you start telling a story from a traumatic event and you start getting emotional about it, your body literally thinks it is there in that moment again. It's reliving it as if it's happening right now. So you're re-traumatizing yourself every time. And this reminded me of like in my early 20s when I was almost raped and murdered. And when I tell that story, I tell it like it's nothing. Was it like a crazy ass experience? Yes. But right then and there in that moment, I made it mean something that was empowering versus something that was traumatizing and made me feel like dirty or wrong or like I did something bad or it was my fault or blaming myself or shaming myself or spiraling down like some dark space in my life. No, I let it be something that empowered me. I made it mean something like, wow, thank God this happened to me, because if it didn't, it wouldn't have woken me up the way that it did. It wouldn't have got me on the path that I'm on. It wouldn't have blah, 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 blah. You see? So making shit mean something that is empowering, something that works for you. It's not spiritual bypassing. It's not like not feeling your feelings and blah, blah, blah. It's actually really empowering and healing. So this is what I do with my clients, and this is what I've been doing, and now I'm getting certified in it. Like, it's not that I need the certification. I thought it was going to be something else, and I hope to learn more that I don't actually do yet, or that there's more that I'm going to learn from him in this training. It's I started at 2 a.m. I'm in Bali, so it's at 2 a.m., but it's 1 p.m. Eastern, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to do this. That's commitment, right? But it's really exciting. So, and I'm always interested in learning and growing and bringing more modalities and different ways of getting my clients help, and even fast. So this explains a lot. It's called rapid resolution therapy. And it's funny because I truly do get my clients like really fast results. It's so wild. And I think it's because I do exactly what this therapy does. It gets to the root cause, the pinpoint, it reframes it, gives you a new perspective, make peace with the thing, and then it's like gone. It's like magic. It's amazing. So anyway, I would love to hear your story. That's why I was telling you all this. Like, I want to hear your story. I really want to know who the fuck you are listening to this podcast. If you want to send me an email telling me your story, if you want to send me a video or an audio, something, tell me your whole story. I really, truly want to know. And then I'll be able to read it or listen to it or watch it. And I'll send you something back that maybe offers you a perspective that you didn't even realize or think of. And that's what happens every time my clients go, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. And then they just shift. It's so fucking epic. So yes. All right, that's it. That's all I got. Next episode, we're going to talk about the assumption gap and the fear gap. And we're going to talk about bridging those. So come to the masterclass January 26th, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to go 90 minutes or as long as we need to. The link is going to be in the show notes. Come hang out with me on Instagram at rawveganrita. Please leave a review and share this episode if it served you in any way. If you got anything from it, I would absolutely love to know. It would light me up to hear from you. So I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Talk to you soon. Bye.